Hey everybody, look at this. My study is taking shape. I've got an empty shelf there. I've got little knick-knacky things happening. I've got shelves back to put cards on. I've got a lovely display shelf that I picked up actually from the recycling place for $5. It's got like three, four shelves on it. The bottom one's got this lovely, hang on, lovely big huge wooden box that I picked up at a garage sale. It's actually was one of those writing desks that you fold out, but it doesn't have all the internal things or the flat surface or anything. Now it's just a wooden box, but it's beautiful. I love it. Um, yeah, so picked up some knick-knacky things over the last few weeks, and yeah, I'm doing okay, my darling. I am doing okay. Finally got the shelves in. I'll be yeah, clearing some of the um cards off the desk and stuff and getting things sort of sorted. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. Mm, so, yeah, hi, Becky Stone. So, like I said, I'm finally getting my study together. Yeah, $5 that little shelf was. It's sitting on top of the thing that the television was sitting on before. The other thing I picked up, and I don't know if you can see them there, is yeah, with this one. Now the pictures I picked up at a garage sale, the two matching pictures, but there's two matching candelabra things there. They're just little plastic crystal things on them, but they're metal. I got them for $2 each at the same place I got the shelves, and I thought that would look really great in front of the pictures, and I think they do. And so yeah, up the top there is something I'm so excited to show. That is my Happy Hermit card as painted by my lovely friend Sandra over the road. I'll grab it. I'm really excited to finally show this to you. This little, this is actually, uh, a typewriter ribbon case. So it was full of pins, but James emptied the pins out. But I just thought it's such a cool little container. So I told Sandra what I wanted, and I found this generic figure thing doing Tai Chi. And I said, Happy Hermit. And I told her the things that the hermit has, and then just told her to go for it. I love her use color, her imagery. Hi, Bonnie. And she put the cat there, the black cat is a lark. She put the staff in the lantern, of course. She put a little, I think it's an owl there for wisdom. And she's put all these lovely colors and everything. She's put my laptop there, my cup of tea, all these. It just shows her how much, uh, I just told we need the stamp, the staff, the lantern. They were important, and just the figure doing Tai Chi or stepping away from isolation too. So this is my Happy Hermit card. And then she added in my laptop and the cup of tea because she knows I like a nice cup of tea at times. Um, the beads. And so this is my friend who lives across the road, Sandra Parks. She painted this for me. I absolutely love and adore it. And yeah, so it's top and center of my new shelves. So this is me as the Happy Hermit. And yeah, and there's some little bees in there and the flowers, and she loves the flowers, she loves the colors. And I said, I told her I love your use of flowers and colors, and that you're so colorful. So I just said put this figure in. She put in Mount Fuji because we went to Mount Fuji last year. um yeah, so I just told her the essentials, and I said just let it rip. So this is me as a happy hermit. And I absolutely love and adore it. Thank you very much, Sandra. That little circular typewriter ribbon container was actually in the wooden box. So, yes, my darlings. So things are finally coming together in my room. So there we go. There's the happy hermit and some on my shelves. The little I picked up from the reject shop, the little globe and the two little night pieces, chest pieces. And yeah, great. I'm absolutely loving it. So next week you'll see it even more put together. Rearranging what's on those shelves there. And yeah, putting more things up. Oh my goodness. Getting some water features sorted. And yeah, really, really happy with it. So I hope you guys are liking the way it's going. And yeah. Now, what we'll start off with is a message from Spirit. Okay. It'll be good to finally get some cards sorted out so I can find where I put some cards. But we're going to start off with the message from Spirit. And let's see. I'm going to use Guardian Tarot. Love little Boba Fett, but he might stay on the desk. Quite sure there. Use the card. James got these for me a couple of Christmases ago. So, yeah, so I am actually feeling pretty good. I actually went and saw the doctor, and yeah, I think I've been whinging for years about how bad my sinuses are. Hi, Yvonne White. And yeah, it's causing me. She's put me on a course of antibiotics and some nasal drops and all that to help. And she looked in my ear. She said, no wax in my ears, but my eardrum was grey. That means there's a whole lot of fluid built up in my inner ear, which had built up because of my sinuses. And they've been causing me a lot of problems, including this tiny little headache here, which I thought, well, I feared might have been a hangover from when I think. So actually, much less headaches. And I also got the confirmation from my specialist that both my knees are pretty well effed. Well, speaking of F-bombs, yeah, what a very interesting soundbite. Anyway, from the president. I'd love to, I'd really like to go off on a big raving tantrum, and tangent. And I'm due to visit your lovely country later in the year. And is it a little bit selfish of me that I'm sort of like, okay, talk about the office rather than the man himself. And I hope that doesn't upset you guys, but it's just, I'm still talking about the man, but he's in an office that demands disrespect, and that's what I'm giving, not him, but the office, if that makes sense. Anyway, let's have a look. What messages do we have from Spirit for this coming week? Hi, Constance Campbell, Yvonne White, Bonnie Russell, Steve. Yes, she does, doesn't she? Or deflate, or the air goes out of her. And Pete Hegseth chucking his tantrums, and it's just like, come on. These are supposed to be leaders, leadership positions in the world. Even the White House press secretary is there to show and reflect leadership. And yeah, that's not happening. I think he made me the Moccona one, which is, I've got 2 sachets of coffees, one Moccona, one's Nescafe. I prefer the Nescafe. The Moccona is a little bit bitter. But you know what? I got a coffee made for me this morning, and that, in fact, he made me 2 coffees, and I'm really grateful for that. So yeah. What's going on with her? I'll have a look later at her a bit later. But first up, we're going to start with, I actually got to listen to some gonging this morning, and I put on a fireplace to sort of help with messages. God, the highest truth and compassion. The messages from Spirit for this week. Okay, the Queen of Wands. Passion, protectiveness, fiery creativity is going to be very much part of the energy of this week. Now, this is a global reading. This is for everybody on an individual or a higher level. Okay. I am on the mend, my darlings. Yes. Honestly, I had no idea how crippling my sinus problems have been. So I do think I'm sleeping better. And yeah, I forgot to take the nasal shots last night, and I felt it this morning when I woke up. So yeah. So this is very much fiery protectress, passion, compassion, creativity, standing up and making your voice known. Yeah, again, just because it's a queen doesn't mean it needs to be a woman. This is very much part of what the message from Spirit is this week. Be this protective person. Be this, use your voice, use your creativity. Don't let people tap down on your passion. Okay. We have another queen, the Queen of Pentacles. And again, I love the little crowns in the sky. Aren't they cute? You know, the Queen of Pentacles. Here it's a fiery lioness. Here it's a moo cow. It's a goddess, a sacred animal, something that brings life and protectiveness to, and so much to us. So much in way of protein, milk, beef, yes, but it's also very fertile with the bunny rabbit there. There's also, both of these have had those sunflowers in the background. Good happiness, good cheer. There's some little butterflies representing, in this case, because it's a pentacles, it's change, practicality. In fact, I don't know if it's a butterfly, it's more of a moth. I tend to attach butterflies to swords, mercurialness, changes, and moths go through the same sort of change, but they are more practical. Well, seen as more practical, a different, lower key. So enjoy your luxuries. Take time out to enjoy your life. Okay. Why should we be protective and care and use our voices and use our creative minds? And why should we take time for ourselves to enjoy ourselves? Judgment. Let your voices be known. People are going to be letting their voices known. Things, consequences to some actions possibly coming. We have paid the devil his due. Ego. Don't let, this is not about various leaders around the world. This is about us letting our deeper fears overwhelm us. It's interesting here because, yes, there's a skull, but everyone can see that the skull is just a mask. There's the bunny, there's a hair underneath. A big, strong animal, yes. There's a hair underneath. This is about don't let what is on the surface overrule your common sense and your judgment. Take the time to look deeper. So this is why judgment is important too. You see how the snake has shed its skin? Hi, Teresa. Hi, Darian. Hi, Sabrina Farrell. Hi, Sherry French. I just went on for 5 minutes about the new shelves and stuff and the old shelves coming back in, and I'm really happy to finally be putting my things together and creating a really nice aesthetic in the background and stuff that I like. And my wonderful picture up the top there, if you want to know more about it, it was painted by my friend Sandra Park from across the road. Oh, Sandra from across the road. I shouldn't have said her last name. I'm sorry. I shouldn't. I didn't ask her if I could. So Sandra from across the road, and you go back earlier, and I'll tell you, if you go back to the start, you'll see a bit of a thing on the picture. Got to be careful in your enthusiasm to not overstep things. And yeah, I shall confess my sin to her later. So. And here we are. Now we've got the Seven of Pentacles with the spider, all these things, all this work is held together tenuously, but you'd think it was tenuous with the spider's web, but they're very, very strong spider's web. They can withstand a lot. So don't fear that the hard work won't pay off. That what you're aiming towards and what you hope to happen. Don't let fear undermine that. Okay? So, and remember, with the snake shedding its skin, it's the real story is coming out, not the one that wore a mask. Okay? So it's all about sticking to your guns, sticking to your passions, being passionate, creative, looking after yourself, knowing that the truth is coming out, and not letting fear, the surface bullies and fear overwhelm things and undo a lot of work that's being done, either with yourself or other people. So that's the message from Spirit this week. Ron, my darling, it's been too long. I have not hopped on your channel and said hello in weeks, possibly even a couple of months. And I'm so sorry for that. It's just, been a real interesting couple of months. End of April, May, June. Yeah, it was all over the place. So, yeah. So if you I think most of you would know Ron Unconditional Love Tarot. Ron, if you want to put your a link to your channel there, please do. He is an absolutely wonderful person. He does wonderful things. He does personal readings and all that. And yeah. Oh my goodness me. Somebody asked me to have a look at Carolyn Levitt. What's going on with her? That's Dick's song, Mr. Roboto. Repetitive. Aragamo, Mr. Roboto, or whatever it is. That lots of people know. It's like she will continue to spit out what she's told to spit out. And let's see. Carolyn Levitt. 3 cards on her. What's in her past? The King of Pentacles. She likes to be, she'll follow who has the money. She likes to be looked after and or have it cushy and easy. She's not in the right job for that. I think too it's because she's from a well, I think this indicates wealth in her past. Always looked after. This is the perfect job for the perfect little girl and stuff, and put to high profile. I also feel lots of family obligations. Ace of Cups. This is her present, the Ace of Cups. I feel like she's really feeling the strain. I'm going to have to give cameo. She follows the script, darling. She follows the script. Again, peace, love, and harmony. She tells herself, peace, love, and harmony, peace, love, and harmony. This is all for the greater good. I don't think she really, she believes what she's spouting. Or no, she believes she's saying the right things. She believes she's doing the right thing in protecting her president. What's in the future for her? The Queen of Cups. Wow, that's interesting. I feel like, what are those words? She's going to go through a few things. Yes, she does lie because she believes that's what she has to do to protect the office, her president. And gullibility. She can easily talk herself into believing it. What's crossing her? The Queen of Pentacles. Okay. This is the right shoulder. Oh, you should not be telling, like, you should be telling, you should step down, this, that, and this is the left shoulder. Think of what you could lose. Think of the position, the money, the this, the that. Any internal conflict she has, and this is internal conflict with the blue and the red, or the side of loving the trappings of life will always overcome conscience. Okay, to put it nicely. Okay, now is she okay? All right, well, that explains the King of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. All right, let's have a look at the energy surrounding the office of the president this week. And I think I might use the pendulum. So I found it. Give it a warm up. I think things going on behind the scenes. Is there talk going on behind the scenes about removing the president? Yes. Yes, but it's not very strong. It's sort of like murmurings. Is the vice president aware of these murmurings? So it didn't go into a very strong yes, just a weak yes, which is like more like murmurings in the background, in corners. Is the vice president aware of these murmurings? Yeah. Well, he's becoming aware of them. Yes or no? Does the vice president, does J.D. Vance feel that he might have to have Trump removed? Yes. He's starting to see that. Will the voices Will the voices within the administration to remove Trump get louder? Hi, Shelby, Lisa. Yes, but they're not going to be too vocal. Yeah, okay. James brought a glass in for me to use because I'm on the internet and he doesn't want people seeing me drink out of a bottle. He rinsed it out before I had some water in the bottom, and somebody has been dipping the pour in, and yeah. So, hi, J Cat Lady. You, hi, Chrissy. Bye. Okay. Oh, it's her. Who's her? Yeah. Is Trump going to have a good week? I'll try that again. Is Trump going to have a good week? Okay. Okay, J Cat Lady. Okay, Cameo is clearly not going to let me do the enough playing with your little bauble thing. Do you want some nummies? Do you want some nummies? You going to leave Mummy alone if she gives you some nummies? Here you go. Hi, chat, full screen, exit full screen. So let's have a look at the energy around the president in this coming week. So I'm going to do the cross, but I'm just going to lay it out differently, just because doing it traditionally, I don't have quite the space yet. So I'm going to do my normal cross. Okay, so the energy around the president for this week. Names, but hello. Bigotry, bias, and excessive severity. Law in all departments. This is what he wants the courts to do. Is this his main aim for this week, to continue to bend the courts to his will? What's his challenge? The courts are getting a little bit tired. Open to new perspectives. It's like they want out. What's the advice for Trump? Basically, get a grip, man. This is the advice for Trump, the King of Cups. So we've got justice reverse Trump. This is, he wants all the courts to see things his way. The challenge is the courts with the 8 of Swords reverse they aren't all going to see things his way, and they're like, no. The advice for the president is to, basically get a grip. I mean, you don't go off and throw a temper tantrum and let the F-bomb slip on a matter like that. At the base of this, giving, receiving, sharing, wealth, generosity, the 6 of Pentacles. There's no balance. There's no balance. This is everything around him, everyone around him. Yeah. Oh, is your grandson going to say hello to me? The outcome for the president this week is breakthroughs, new ideas, mental clarity, success. But the breakthroughs for who? For him? No. The sword. This is truth. Find more about this. Yeah, more and more of the truth is coming out about the raids and, okay, so we have the Empress reversed. Unraveling of involved matters and public rejoicing. There we go. So this truth is about more and more about going, yeah, okay. Conflict, disagreement, competition, tension, and diversity. I feel like this is within the administration itself. I've looked at the administration with the pendulum, and there's definitely grumbles of dissatisfaction happening there. And I think it's going to get more and more combative. Yeah. And the King of Wands reversed. Haste, ruthless, high spectacle. Yeah. You see, the thing is with the truth coming out, everyone can see the truth. It can come out every which way is Sunday, but unless and until just a few Republicans get their heads out of their asses, nothing will change. It's going to be a rinse and repeat cycle. A rinse and repeat cycle. It's more of the same. Yes, this man will be out of office at some stage. He will not be there to fight the next election. I feel like one of his sons might try it, or even Lara Trump, and they're just going to get told, nah, bugger off. We've had enough. Your family's ruined the party. The rot set in a long time before Trump ever, you know, became a Republican. But it's just, yeah, they're going to try and stand up and say, yeah, look, I'm taking my dad's place. That's it. There's no need for any. No, that's not going to happen. Um, yeah, yeah. Okay, who would like me to look on at something? Anybody got something they'd like me to look at? I do have to say that I do feel that we're around one step ahead of Trump. Yeah, Iran was one step ahead of Trump. Not saying that their program wasn't set back. It was. I'm guessing they're saying just a few months. I would say somewhere between 6 and 12 months. A bit longer than they are telling people, but not that far back, like not years. Okay, are we going to able to get rid of each line? Are you going to be able to? King of Pentacles. That's Trump. Are they going to be able to get rid of him? They need to know. They're not going to have enough people working together at the moment. Things are going to be relatively the same. They won't even get the vote for impeachment like they did the last two times. But that means the energy is still going to be building up towards it. Not yet. Not yet. It'll be 2026. After 2026. No charity. Self-care, self-love. I'm sorry, guys, I do not see impeachment getting rid of Trump. That doesn't mean he's not going to out of office another way. Hi, Tarot with Sophie. How are you, my darling? Yeah. Well, alligator Alcatraz. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's yeah. Well, alligator Alcatraz happen. I don't see it. No. Yeah. Two of Cups. Commitment and agreement. No, the land cannot accommodate it. Yeah, justice is against the idea. So no, I don't think it will happen. Oh, thank you. I'm really happy in that finally starting to be able to. Oh, how do I do this so that you guys can see my background? My shelves back in. I picked up this little stand with 4 different shelves on it yesterday for $5, and 2 of those little candlestick holders that are in front of the 2 pickies. I picked up 2 of those for $2 each. I picked up the 2 pictures at a garage sale a couple of months ago. I'm going to be able to start putting my decks back on the shelf there and rearrange that shelf. And yeah, just really, really looking forward to it. Up the top there, my friend Sandra, she painted me a unique tarot card. It's the Hermit. There's the Happy Hermit. If you want, you can go back right to the start, and I do a great big spiel on it and everything. Absolutely love and adore it. It's been in the bedroom for a while until I had the shelves up. So I'm so happy to be able to put it up there. Yeah, I got some really cool things to put there and stuff. I'm on the lookout for an older globe. I mean, I picked up that little white and gold globe at the reject shop along with the 2 chess knights. Yeah. You going to show everyone your pretty face? No, you're not going to show everyone your pretty face. Show everyone your pretty face. Love mummy. Mummy loves you. And yeah. You're watching me. You're watching the cat. Going to show everyone your pretty face. Did Daddy leave you some food and water? Have to check when I'm finished, hey? You're usually very good. And Mummy should be more on top of it than Daddy could. But anyway. Yeah, so I'm really, really happy with how things are going there. I picked up that little square thing with the gold writing on it. That's actually got Mickey and Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck on it. And it's from Disney Sea in Tokyo, and it's like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. It's a little book, a little box. And all little things like the little round thing on the top shelf, that's actually a it's a cool looking typewriter ribbon container, and it was in the wooden box there that I picked up at a garage sale. I paid $5 for it. It's very, very old. It was one of those fold-out writing desks, but it doesn't have the stuff on the inside anymore. It doesn't have the writing plate or anything like that anymore, but it's got some marquetry on it and things like that. And yeah, I love it. Yeah, co-host Cameo. She didn't want me to use the pendulum, did she, guys? Her Cameo. Ah, yeah, no, she'll tell me if she doesn't want me reading on someone, she'll go and sit on the cards, and she wouldn't let me use the pendulum before. So next week it's going to be even more stuff done. And yeah. Mm-hmm. Your tablet's possessed. Yeah. So does anybody have a question before we go on to doing some personal readings? Go to Universal Celtic Tarot. Okay, so who would like a personal reading? Three cards. Yvonne White, anything specific or just general? If you have a specific question, please feel free to ask. Otherwise, I'll just do general. Okay, so we've got Yvonne White, Sabrina Felt, Shelby, we've got to have a chat. We have to have a chat about Florida. Mm-hmm. I'll have to send you an email with some dates. Okay. So Yvonne White. Okay. 3 cards. Past, present, future. I think I'll go today. Past, Queen of Swords. Yeah. Definitely a long past times for clearing. So you've been needing to clear out some things, whether it's people or just even a physical clear out, getting rid of some things that no longer serve you physically, like, furniture or reminders of other things. Yeah, of course I've got time. Yeah. Well, that's the lazy way of going. But even if they did impeach, it wouldn't go through. Not with the Heather Cox Richardson, Constance Campbell is saying, with the Republicans way they are. So Yvonne, definitely that clear out you had, definitely beyond needed at the present. Page of Swords. Okay. Just like, I've done that. So now what? Maybe you're feeling a little bit deflated after doing that, having that clear out. And it's like, so now what? no things magically lifted off my shoulders or anything. Don't stress about it. Don't stress. Just know that there is, you know, after such a big thing, if you had that clear out, there's a bit of deflation time. And it's like, whew, so now what? Well, this is what the next card tells you. So now what? Yvonne? The Tower. This isn't necessarily a bad thing, remember? Your brain's going to pick up thinking again, and it's going to be, oh, okay. It's like, once your body's quieted down and it's like, oh, wow, this, and this, it's gone. It's no reminders of this, no reminders of that. It's like, a lot of things are going to start making sense, if that makes sense to you, my darling, from the clear out. And it's like an epiphany of, why didn't I do this ages ago? So this is good. This is, you're going to have like a big, oh wow, epiphany. And it's not like everything crumbling down around you, but it's like it's suddenly the weight falling off your shoulders, but there's a bit of a delay, if that makes sense. You did the right thing by having the emotional or physical or you know, or emotions or people or things. You did the right thing. You might be feeling a little bit at the moment, but yeah, that epiphany, and that it's like a lot of weight just falling off your shoulders rather than the whole thing collapsing around you. It's going to happen. And the tower, the weight of the tower you may have been feeling on you is going to be a lot lighter. So I hope that makes sense, Yvonne. Sabrina. Hi, Clarence. It's so nice to see Clarence back with us. He popped in last week, or Monday, was it? If you want a reading, just let me know. Sabrina. I've sort of, over the last few months, haven't I, just do a few things at the start and then second half, or to you guys. So Sabrina fell. The Hierophant. I feel like maybe you've been sort of feeling a little bit bound by traditional indoctrination or indoctrination learning lessons. I feel like you're reviewing them, maybe. What did they really mean? Have I let those early years of learning what we were told we were supposed to learn impact me and bind me a bit, Sabrina? I don't know if that makes sense. Now we have the Page of Wands. This is because you're questioning that, because you're looking at all the things you've been told you should think, told you should feel, and questioning that. You're finding your own voice. Now, the Page of Wands is the messenger, an orator, or the pages are messengers, but the Page of Wands is a very strong orator. The others will present their messages in different ways. But the Page of Wands will stand up and say it loudly and clearly. I feel like it, because you've been looking at things and just critically and not dismissing every lesson that you've learned, but you're finding your own voice. And this is a great time for you. So what's in the future there? Whoa, the Seven of Swords. What an interesting card to get, because this is the Sword of the Faith. And I feel like, no, you found your voice, and you're not going to let any other person or any of society's expectations take that voice away from you again. So this is you saying, nah, these are my opinions, my choices, my coming, try and take them at your own risk. So this isn't the fifth getting away with things. This is you saying, yeah, try it. Just try it, Sabrina. So I don't know if any of that makes sense, but okay. Shelby, Lisa, my dear friend. Can you stay behind tonight, and I'll send you a Jitsi link and we'll have a chat. Five of Swords. It is tempting. It is tempting. Now, this is the cautionary tale. It is tempting to take the easy path and, say the end justifies the means. So that temptation's been put to you. For this situation, but remember that the end doesn't always justify the means. So be careful. You really had to be careful about how you navigated a situation. The Lovers. This is at the present. This feels like this is an interesting Lovers, isn't it? One of them's got a knife. The dude with the beard's like, huh? What do I do? And she's like, well, who's that strumpet? Okay. So this, the Lovers, it's not just about romantic relationships. It's about reaffirmation of relationships. It's about coming to new understandings. And this is what you've been doing, the way in which you've handled a particular situation. Now you're at that time where new understandings are going to be reached. Or everyone who I've drawn on this today has had major arcana. So these are some really big lessons here, some really big changes. And it's important that you understand that how your actions really does determine how some resolutions happen and how some people resolve the situation. Sometimes it's easier to walk away than to interfere. Sometimes it's better to walk away than to interfere, even though you might want to. Now, here's the Seven of Wands in the future, sticking firm. They're saying sticking up for your beliefs. You might get some questions as to why you handled something the way you did. Stand firm, stand clear. but you might get a couple of lessons about how it could have maybe been handled a little bit differently. Okay? Happy birthday, Shelby Lisa. Yep. Okay. Tarot with Sophie. Yes, of course I have time to do a reading for you. I have so many different decks, and it's nice to use some of them at times, because some of them can be so surprising in the imagery and stuff that they put out. And yeah. So Sophie with tarot. Tarot with Sophie. Okay. The Page of Cups in your past. Inspiration. It's like you've renewed inspiration. I don't know what happened, but it sort of made you pick up and dive in again, if that makes sense, Sophie. I don't know if you've taken a bit of a time away from tarot, and sometimes you do. Sometimes we do need to take a little bit of a break to reset ourselves. And that, yeah. So this is the Page of Cups, new inspiration. It's like the fish is inspiration, but like cup runneth over. Demands her. And then there's the Page of Wands. And in finding that new inspiration in the past there, you found your voice again. Does that make sense, Sophie? In the future. Yeah, in the future you got the devil, but don't feel bad about it, because I feel like, look at this dude. It's like, yeah, and you're like, nah, not listening, not being rolled. Like, they wrap the chains around his tongue. This is you basically getting over yourself. Uh, and, and it's not that. Self-doubt, getting over those self-doubts, and basically getting out of your own way. So recent events, and it's like, yeah, because of these two pages, you're going to be able to get out of your own way. Again, it's a major arcana. So it's like a fresh start. Um, Finally get rid of that. It's like you've had a bit of a clear out, and you've finally got rid of that. And this is the last step. Over yourself and your brother with that devil. It's the devil, darling. It's the devil. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, this is the perfect time to move on from what was holding you back. Okay. Steve, I'm so sorry, Steve. I skipped over you. Sorry about that. And Sherry French, come up next. Okay. Steve. Two of Pentacles. Okay. You've been having to do a balancing act, trying to find the right medium, just the right position on which to do things and to make decisions. Just that right balance of circumstances and resources. The 10 of Cups. But have a look at this. This is good. Family, contentment, finally able to relax. So this is you coming to an end of that cycle of that constant balancing. So that's in the past. The constant balancing is in the past. Now you're at a place where things are settling down. And you found, and I think it's brought in some more family. In the future, the Hierophant. There are things in place to help. There are this is about you wanting to step out and learn more too. So this is going to allow you to step out and to learn more and to take advantage of some of the institutions or learning opportunities for you, and also you being able to help others. It's like you being able to pass on some wisdom as well. It's time for you to be able to step out and question is pending on the phone. Yeah. Okay. Sherry French. So yeah, it's been a time of balancing, but now it's time to your family to come together and embrace everything and embrace you. And then you can move forward a bit and pass on some wisdom, but also take advantage of opportunities. Okay. Sherry French. Let's have a look. Sherry French. I was not thinking of you just then, Sherry. I was thinking of myself. And look what came out, the sun. Keep believing and everything will be good. Okay, I'm just going to concentrate on Sherry now. For some reason, what I'm going to do, relax and enjoy myself and just feel warm, came into my head and the sun came out. That's probably the electric blanket. It's so friggin' cold here. Okay, Sherry French. Cards on Sherry. Two of Wands. Okay. Yes, I think that Steve, your reading is yes. I think that's pointed to. Yeah, I think yeah, family coming together. So yeah, okay. So that's what the card indicated. That yes. Okay. Sherry French, Two of Wands, strategy, carefully thought out strategies. Now it's the in the past, and you made the decision which way you want to go. Was it the right way? The right way. Ah, look, the sun came out again. Now, this is the same card I pulled out before when I stopped thinking about you and started thinking about me, but must have been good. So yes, you did make the right decision. God, you guys, every single one of you has gotten a major arcana. So you did make the right decision. In the future, yeah, it has been a struggle. It has been a struggle. But now you know you've made the right decision. The future is going to hold success after struggle. So, yeah. Still got a couple of things to work through. Sorry, guys. You still got a couple of things to work through. But, yeah, that's fine. You will get there. So, Sherry French, yeah, everything's good. Yes, I know there's a heat wave all across the country, isn't there, over there? So, yeah, please, everyone, take care. Take care. Now, let's see. Clarence, did you want a reading? I think I've caught up on everyone who wanted a reading. Constance Campbell, anyone else want a reading? My sister. Yes, I think that's a yes. She will put herself in that position to be with you. I think that's, yeah, you'll be fine. Mm. Yeah. Okay. Well, if nobody else wants a reading, I'm going to wrap it up for the day. Shelby, can you hang on and I'll send you an email with the link? And so we can say hello and just discuss some dates. So, yeah. Will the tobacco lawsuit in Canada pay victims? They're going to try and get away with not doing it, but I don't think they will. So, yeah. Okay, and I will see you all soon. Shelby, I'll send you a link, Jitsi link right now, and I'll talk to you in a few minutes. Okay, bye-bye, everyone. Love you lots. Stay strong, stay healthy, stay loving, and above all, my darlings, stay laughing. Laugh every day, and if you can, laugh with a stranger. Love you all. If he bombs another place, I'll be back on Monday, okay? If not, it'll be next week. Okay, bye-bye.